I'm Dr. Thameem. We have with us a topper from PGI 2019, this year, November. So please introduce yourself.
Thank you, sir. I'm Dr. Ajay Narayan. I studied my UG from Bangalore Medical College and I have got rank 10 in this PG exams.
So rank 10 is amazing. I think thousands of people have given the exam. How does it feel?
Actually, it's quite relieving, sir. After a great marathon for 6 months, something good has happened.
Great, great. Anybody you would like to thank before we start our discussion?
Yeah. First of all, I'd like to extend my thanks to entire DBMCI faculty and the Almighty Bhagwan Baba and my parents for supporting me and getting me this rank.
Great, great. So when did you really start your preparation? So basically the aim of this interview is ki by the end of it, we should have conveyed some message to people who are viewing this video. So they can pick up a few points and that should help them in their preparation. So that's the whole point of these kind of discussions. So when did you really start your preparation for
Actually,
entrance?
my final year was quite good, sir.
Great.
That's why I wanted to start from internship only. But because the internship workload was very heavy, I could not do it much
Okay,
and everything was just haphazard.
okay,
So when I joined Bhatia, everything became streamlined and everything was in an order and
okay.
I got all my concepts clear and
Great.
that's why I have got this rank.
Great. You wrote NEET last year.
Yeah, I have written.
How much you got?
I got 8,000 odd rank.
Okay, that's good. Okay, so from 8,000 you've come to 10. That's remarkable. So what did you do in this year that was able to achieve this kind of rank for you? Like, what do you think was special in your preparation?
There is nothing much as special, sir, but I just followed what my teachers have told.
Okay,
Whenever the class got completed, I just revised all the notes
okay,
and then I solved the MCQs.
great, great. So your preparation, that means more for entrances particularly, started after you joined with us.
Yeah.
So how did you plan your year? Like, how were you doing the subject? Were you doing along with the class, or you had your own special timetable?
No. I was doing only with the class.
With the classes. Okay. So how was your typical week after the class would get over? What all were you doing?
For short subject, I could complete in 1.5 days only.
Okay.
And next one MCQs in 1.5 days.
Okay.
But for the long subject, I required at least 3 to 4 days to complete the theory, and again 3 to 4 days to complete the MCQs.
Okay. So basically, the PGI pattern is different from the NEET and different from AIMS. So what particular, did you do anything special for the PGI preparation?
No, sir. My focus was only on AIMS.
Okay.
Till that is November 17th, I just prepared for AIMS.
Okay, great.
Only after November 17th, that is after AIMS exam, I actually solved some papers. I actually solved 7 papers.
Okay.
And got to know what these people really wanted to ask.
That PGI pattern.
PGI pattern.
Okay. So you did the previous year PGI paper questions.
PGI paper questions.
Great, great.
And what I got to know was that trend has changed. They were not repeating the questions.
Okay.
But the topics, what they asked was just repeating.
Okay. Any particular topics do you think are relevant for people who are going for PGI?
Yeah. First 5 days, I just solved the paper, sir.
Okay.
Next, I revised second year subjects. That is general pathology and Pharmac.
Okay.
Pharmac particular focus was on antibiotics.
Okay.
And microbiology.
Okay.
And whole of biochemistry, sir.
Okay, great.
And in surgery, I revised GIT and renals.
Great.
Because they are not going to ask about trauma much.
Okay. So AIMS generally focus more on
focus on trauma.
Okay.
But PGI people are focusing on GIT and renals.
Great, great.
And in medicine, I revised rheumatology and nephrology.
Okay.
And also CNS.
Okay. So for medicine, you are following some textbooks or
no, sir. Only your notes.
Only class notes. Okay. So if you have to give any special advice for those who are preparing next year for your junior batches for PGI, what would you tell them to be focused on?
Actually, just focus on your concepts and nothing much is required especially for PGI.
Okay.
You must answer it just like you are answering your final year Viva.
Okay.
Because the PGI pattern is like +1 and -1.
Okay.
Highest negative marks for any exam.
Yes.
So answer it wisely and smartly.
So how many out of say 1250 choices, how many do you think you would have attempted? Although there's no time to count, but approximately.
Approximately, as I was doing practice papers also, I would have attempted 550 to 600 questions.
So about 50% choices.
Yeah, 50%.
Okay. What else would you like to advise your juniors?
I would just like to say that actually the trend is changing. Just don't focus on factual things. Focus on your concepts and everything is, and work hard, answer smart, and success is in your hand.
So a lot of people tell only class notes are sufficient. How much do you believe in that?
Yes, sir. I have done only class notes. I don't know anything else apart from class notes.
Okay, you just focused on the notes
Yeah,
that are discussed
just
in the class.
focused on class notes.
Okay. So what faculties you found to be really impressive?
If I have to mention, I would like to mention all the 19 names.
Okay.
But especially, I would like to thank microbiology sir, Dr. Abdul Nazir, because till now nobody has taught microbiology like that.
Great, great.
And also Praveen sir,
Okay.
because in his 300 pages notes, entire Robbins is there.
Great, great.
And also Thameem sir.
Okay.
Thameem sir actually has given us a whole Harrison in about 600 pages.
Okay.
And also surgery Jai sir. The class notes is extensive, but it is very informative.
Okay. Okay. So these are the subjects that you found to be very useful. Okay. So basically, what take-home message we are trying to tell is ki focus on the class notes because that's all you'll have time to revise.
Yeah.
So generally, some people tell ki after the class gets over, they revise the class notes and they read, question answers from various resources and add points to the class notes. So were you following that? And
yeah,
was it required to add a lot of stuff in the class notes?
Actually, I used to add, but not lot of stuff, sir.
Okay.
Just few points here and there. That's all.
Okay. So basically, you feel the class notes are good enough.
Yeah.
And people should just revise that multiple times.
Yeah, multiple times.
So how many revisions were you able to do before you?
Before AIMS, I revised one proper revision, sir.
Okay.
And after AIMS, that is, I solved papers and I did these 5 subjects again.
Okay. 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 So, how was your approach to AIMS? Like, what rank you got in AIMS?
I got rank 60.
60. Oh, congratulations. Right. So, so I think this is a very good approach. Focus on concepts rather than factual learning. Some of the points which is enumerated are really, important take-home messages. So focus on the class notes, be attentive in the class, listen to the concepts. I think DBMCI in that sense focuses a lot on conceptual learning rather than rote memory.
Than factual.
So our notes are more crisper, not very bulky.
Yeah.
Okay. How was your interaction in Vibe? And
actually, I have to tell that Vibe was like a boon for me, sir. I actually finished my AIMS preparation on 14th. Okay. And I had 3 days left. Okay. And didn't know what to do. Okay. In those 3 days. Obviously, I can't finish all 19 subjects once again. And I also didn't know what to read once again. So in that 600 pages book of Vibe, I had all the 19 subjects and with the visuals. So if I can guess, I would have got at least 10 direct questions from the Vibe book.
Okay. Great. How was your experience in the computer-based testing that is conducted by DBMCI?
Yeah, computer-based testing is very nice, sir. Actually, it includes all the previous year questions and also covers all the topics we have learnt.
Okay.
So it's good, sir.
Great. So any final words of advice?
Yeah, just focus on concepts and work hard. Work from the first day itself. So you'll get what you want.
Great. Huge congratulations to you once again.
Thank you.